Hello everyone, and welcome to the first lesson of iOS app building without coding. Before we begin, let me tell you about myself. My name is Krishna. I'm a freelance designer. Specifically, I like to design branding mockups such as websites, iOS user interface, and other stationary objects. I began graphic designing by first editing photos that I used to take during my freelance photography sessions. Anyways, getting back to the lessons. In the following segments, including this particular one, we will be working together to design and develop a portfolio app for a very close friend of mine who is also a professional photographer. His company's name is Rohan Harnal Photography. The main idea for this class, which comprise of 5 segments and various assignments, will be to build a portfolio app that will showcase his work and will allow his users to connect with him via social media, that is Facebook or Twitter, email, and phone call. To make this class even better, I will also teach you how to pull photos from a server, in our case, from a Flickr account. Cool, so let's get started. So, the first step in lesson 1 will be starting the thought process. What do I mean by thought process? Thought processing is basically generating ideas about the app you want to create. The ideas can be anything, but try limit them to either thinking about design of the app or layout. Could be color theme as well. You can work with questions such as, do I want a swipe gesture or do I want a clickable button? Do I want to show videos? Do I want my users to log in when they switch on my app? Do I want a social media integration? How many pages do I need in my app? What will be my color inspiration? Or what kind of design will I follow? Lastly, what functions will my app feature? So on and so forth. The questions are not limited to these, but they can get you started. For this app, the thought process was done by Rohan, as I asked him what sort of design or colors he would like to see in his app. Talking about Rohan, I would also suggest all you students and professionals out there, if you are making an app for a client, do ask them plenty of questions to learn about their choices and thoughts regarding their app. And then you can get creative around those ideas. This will not only save you time, but will also make your client happy. Rohan said he likes ancient Indian style of artwork. And for the colors, he would like me to work around yellow and black. Because he shoots most of his photos in India, it made sense that he chose Indian style of art as his inspiration. So immediately I started thinking about Indian monuments for inspiration. And hence I came across patches and dome-shaped structures, leaf-like patterns, which were very persistent in all sorts of monuments such as Taj Mahal, Red Fort, Qutub Minar, and other monuments and structures in India. The thought process was done. Next step that comes is to make a list. Our list. Inspiration is from ancient Indian artwork such as leaf designs, patches, dome shapes, arcs, monuments such as Taj Mahal, Red Fort, etc. Colors, as Rohan mentioned, will be yellow and black. And not to forget, it's a portfolio app. Also, we will try to incorporate social media, native emailing, calling features, and if we can, some other features as well into our app. And lastly, pulling the photos off Flickr account. This list is not a series of steps. This is a sample of brainstorming, so make sure you have a list similar to mine, which will give you an idea of what you will be creating in the end. So after a basic brainstorming, we should do online search for more vivid inspiration. In our case, I pulled some images of monuments to see the consistency in design elements. The maple leaf you see at the bottom is to visualize a much clearer yellow color. So it gives me more idea of what kind of yellow I would want to use in my app. But these images are not all the images I found. There were many and many thousands of other images and pictures I found, but this is just to show you how to get started. Okay, our final and last step of this segment will be to finally sketch our app on paper. This image shows some rough work, but the next slide will have a live speed up video of me actually sketching the app that we will be creating finally into Red Foundry and will publish it on the App Store. So let's watch that and see what are the basic steps. The first page I'm drawing is a splash page. It's just a basic page which appears before your app loads. RH stands for Rohan Harnal. This is the logo I'm creating for him. It's just a rough sketch, trying to give him more Indian style of look to his app. And these are very simple sketch pens I'm using. It will be a landscape app as well, just to make sure his photos appears wide and pretty clean. The second page will be the menu page. Also basically it's the first page of the app from where you will navigate to the other pages. About, photos and contact will be the main pages. As you can see, I'm trying to follow the leaf structure which I got inspired, or the inspiration came from the monuments. This is the about me page I will be drawing. Well, not about me, it will be about Rohan Harnal. But the main thing is about consistency. You have to make your app look much clear and clean so that the users have a very good experience in using them. Again, the same leaf-like structures. And that'll be all. So that was the video. It explains you a little bit basics on how to sketch. It's not a tutorial on sketching, but it just gives you a basic layout. So this is the end of segment 1. In the next segment, based on our sketches which we just created, we will finalize our Photoshop file. We will have layers of our design so that we have independent artwork. Please make sure before you move on to the next segment, submit your rough or final sketches in the assignment section. Also, you can post your progress to show how well you are doing. We can work together to get the most out of this course. Last but not the least, best of luck, and I'll see you in the next session.